lords and ladies, welcome back to Rosewater with me, Cornish-Knight, as we continue our adventures westwards.
Phil?
Harley?
What were the odds we'd run into one of your former soldiers?
It was quite a coincidence. I hope Hernandez does not squander the second chance he has been given.
How do you think Miss Atomi's show will do?
I believe it has a chance to succeed. If nothing else, the new pyrotechnics for the dragon will distract the audience from the acting.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, Danny, let's...
Sure.
Been quite a journey so far, don't you think?
I'll say. Jake and I travel around a lot, but it's never as eventful as this.
Think Miss Atomi's show will be a success?
I sure hope so. It still needed some work, but I think we helped out a lot.
We're slowing down.
Oh, good. I was thinking we were about due for a stop.
I could use a walk.
There's a man standing by the side of the road. Maybe we should see if he's all right.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to think no one would ever turn up.
Let's go with this one.
What are you doing out here?
I'm not going back in there. Not till that evil's been vanquished.
Evil? What evil?
The deceiver. The father of lies.
Uh-huh. Look, I think you might have been out here in the sun too long.
I speak truth. Lucifer himself has invaded the post office. Just like in that story. He lives in there.
Wonderful. Another maniac. Frontier's lousy with them.
That sounds like a mountain lion.
Then again, maybe not.
That sounds like a mountain lion.
Hey, Miss Johnson?
What do you need?
What do you think's in the office?
Not the devil, that's for sure.
Nadine?
Yes?
What's your take on all this?
I'm not sure, really. Obviously, it's nothing supernatural. I believe the explanation will be far more mundane.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah?
Do you believe this fellow? About it being the devil in there?
I don't doubt he believes it, but I also think the poor fella's got a wild imagination.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
Any thoughts on what could be inside the post office?
Whatever it is, it sounds scary. I don't think it's the devil, though.
Phil?
Harley?
What do you think, Phil? Is that the devil in there?
If it is, I am not going to be the one to find out.
It sounds like a mountain lion.
Mr. Postman?
Yes?
Aren't we pretty far from civilization? Why have a post office here?
Oh, not at all. We're just outside the delivery area for Shivering Pines. 10 homesteads within a 2-mile radius. Anyhow, it mostly serves as a transfer and rest station for carriers like me. But next time they ask me to take this route, I'll tell them to go to hell. 'Cause that's where they sent me.
I'd like you to tell me exactly what led up to your current predicament. And give me every detail.
Very well. I arrived last night with a load of mail from Bly, up north. Passed the night here and spent the morning sorting and tidying. Getting ready to continue on to the next station in Wolf Spring. About midday, I stepped outside to ready my horse. Then I heard the most awful noises coming from inside. Sheila heard them too, and bolted off like a shot. Saving her own skin, I can hardly blame her. When I looked in, I beheld a most dreadful scene. Blood everywhere. Sounds of snarling and crunching bones. And his horrid shadow on the wall. Huge and horned. I ran out here to pray for help and ain't moved since.
What was that you said before about a story? That this was just like in some story?
Of course. You must know the famous short story by H.W. Montesquieu. The Devil Lives in the Post Office? A most chilling tale. Of course, I used to think it was just one of Mr. Montesquieu's celebrated flights of imagination. But now, I suspect he must have known something the rest of us didn't.
Big fan of horror fiction, are you?
Well, you know, no more than anyone else, I suppose. Just something to while away the long hours on the road.
Isn't life horrific enough all on its own without thinking up new, imaginary ways for things to be awful?
Ah, but the devil is very real, miss. He'd only like you to think otherwise.
Yeah, this sounds like basically somehow a mountain lion has gotten into the building and he's disturbed it.
What makes you think it's the devil and not something else?
What else could it possibly be?
I can think of a few possibilities.
Go and have a look for yourself, then. You'll not doubt once you see it with your own eyes.
Keep calm. I'm going to try and take care of this.
God be with you.
Okay. So we can look at the things here. That's what I was hoping for.
What's this jug for?
It's my supply of drinking water.
Wanted, Gina Fuller, the demon. Wonder if Mr. Postman isn't just susceptible to the power of suggestion. This has got to be how that thing got in. Gruesome. I hope that's not human blood. This devil lives in every post office. I have a feeling the mail will be delayed today. Whoa, that's close enough. What in the ether? Glad it's not my job to organize those. This lantern seems to be what's casting that shadow. What in the ether? Phil?
Harley?
Are you carrying anything that might be useful?
I left my holy water back in New Spain.
Hey,
Yes, Harley.
would you happen to have anything on you that could help the situation?
Just my pistols. They could be of use once you figure out what's in there, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah?
got anything on you that might help the situation?
Aside from my gun, you mean? Well, I got my pocket mirror, but I don't see how that can help.
I'll take that mirror for a spell if you don't mind.
Okay. Curious to see what you do with it.
Look around a corner.
Nadine?
Yes?
Don't suppose you've got anything that might help?
Help with what precisely?
Good point. I should find out more about what we're up against. Hey,
What do you need?
do you have anything I can use to deal with whatever's in there?
I might, if we knew exactly.
Okay.
He's awful jump.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lynx.
How about that? Seems our devil is just a hungry wildcat. Got some good news for you.
Oh?
It's not the devil in there, it's a wildcat.
I knew it!
Jumped in through the window, looks like. Right now, he's having a fine time feasting on a fresh rabbit.
Oh, are you certain? The devil takes many forms.
I'd stake my life on it.
So what do we do about it?
I'm open to suggestions.
Easiest thing to do would be to scare it off. I could fire a warning shot, that ought to spook it.
I'm not sure. It seems dangerous. I don't think I could lasso it safely.
I do have some firecrackers the trapper's son gave me. I could scare it off with those.
The poor creature's probably frightened to death.
It sure didn't seem that way.
Animals often act vicious to mask their fear.
Not that different to humans.
True enough.
Let's talk to the guide. He might have something.
Hey, Miss Johnson?
What do you need?
Any tips for dealing with wildcats?
Yes. Stay away from them.
We can't just leave this one in there.
Why not? It'll wander off on its own eventually.
Come on, help me out, would you?
Like I said before, keep your distance. Avoid direct confrontation. Best bet is to scare it off.
Nothing to say, really. Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
So I want to shoot the wildcat.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
All right. I think you've got the right idea.
Right you are. It worked! Just saw the critter leap through the window.
What about that other noise? Damn it! The wildcat must have knocked over that oil lamp when it took off out of here.
Well, we'd better do something quick before this place goes up in flames.
Okay, what do we have?
I need to think of something, and quick. Glad it's not... I have a feeling.
Okay, douse it using this.
Someone give me a hand with this? That was a close one.
You're telling me.
What? What happened?
The inside of the office got a little singed, but we managed to put out the fire.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Funny, didn't see him in there with the bucket. Guess we should head back.
God bless you, folks.
Maybe I should have gone with Nadine's idea to like try and let it wait it out. Coming up fire, Hellfire Pass. And compend Pierre Hob Friction, from what I can tell, favourite reading material. Improve the area to put nothing more than orderly wildcats. Set it off, but the scene made more inferno when the fire broke out. I mean, to be honest, his way was probably the best. Firecrackers could have lit a fire. I didn't want to kill the wildcat because I hadn't done anything wrong. Maybe I should have checked with Nadine. Okay, let's talk with Jake.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
Hell of a trip this has been so far. Huh, Jake?
Sure has. Ought to give you plenty to write about, huh?
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
How have you been liking our journey so far? Nice change of scene for you?
I feel as though I've seen and done more in the past few days than I have in my whole life.
Leger, get up here, would you?
What's the matter?
Bridge is out. We'll need to take the detour north through the mountains. Hey, you there. What happened to the bridge?
Just fell down the other day, damnedest thing. Heard a big boom, and next thing I know, no bridge. You know, if I was you, I'd just turn right back around.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with the detour?
That road's haunted or cursed or something. Nobody who goes that way ever comes back.
You can't be serious.
That's what the last person who came through here said. And wouldn't you know it, I ain't seen him since.
The bridge mysteriously collapses, and you just happen to come along and warn people about a haunted road? Seems to me you know more than you're letting on.
Oh, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Look, if folks take that road and never come back, it means they made it where they were going. Now, if everyone who went that way did come back, then you'd know there was something wrong.
Huh, never thought of it that way.
If you'll excuse us, we've wasted enough time.
What was that all about?
The bridge over the canyon's collapsed, so we're taking a detour through the mountains.
Who was the old guy?
Just some nut. Tried to convince us the road was cursed.
You really do meet all kinds out here, huh?
We seem to be blessed in that regard.
It's a trap.
Santa Maria.
What the hell was that?
Are you okay, Harley?
Yeah, I'm fine. We'd better go see what happened.
How bad is it?
Bad. One of the front wheels caught a big hole in the road. Front axle's completely split. It's gonna take some time to fix. I suggest y'all find a good camping spot. We might be here a couple days.
Well, this is just fantastic.
Accidents happen, yeah, that one.
A broken axle is fixable. We can deal with this.
Yes, and if we lose a day, we lose a day.
Hey, folks.
Hold it there. Who the hell are you?
Hey, easy now. I mean you no harm. My name is Jerome Hawkins. I saw your predicament. Came down to see if we could lend a hand.
That's kind of you. There's a settlement on the mountain. This seems suspicious. I have to admit, just some one person wandering out of the wilderness.
Awfully convenient, isn't it? We get warned about this road, and sure enough, we break down on it. And then a friendly stranger just happens by to help.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, ma'am. I can assure you there is no conspiracy here, only charitable concern.
We know, we the players, and that's not true, because when we saw the animation, the hole was covered up.
Glad to hear it. It's always been my policy not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
I can repair the axle. I just need time.
Oh, nonsense. We'll send somebody down to see to your wagon. In the meantime, I invite you to come up and be our guest for supper. We can offer you a safe and comfortable place to rest tonight.
Much appreciated, Mr. Hawkins.
Wonderful. Follow me, then.
I'd like to have looked at the hole.
Greetings, friends. I hope you're well.
I might shaken up, but tolerable well otherwise.
I can only imagine. Brother Jerome said it looked like your wagon was in bad shape.
Oh god, there's some kind of cult.
Nothing that can't be fixed.
Of course. But in the meantime, I invite you to stay with us here in New Bethel. I'm Joanna Taggart. On behalf of the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, I bid you welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Taggart.
Please, call me Sister Joanna.
Are you a religious sister, then, Sister Joanna?
We are all brothers and sisters in God here, none placed above any other. although I do provide spiritual counsel to the community here.
So it's a cult.
We can get further acquainted tonight. We're preparing a welcoming feast in your honor. You may wander freely as you please, but as this is a place of peace, we ask only that you relinquish any weapons you carry. Brother Jerome will store them safely for you. Sister Bridget, could you please show our guests around and get them settled?
Yes, Sister Joanna.
I look forward to seeing you all at the feast.
This is mighty suspicious.
Brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, may I introduce our honored guests. At this table, we have Miss Harley Leger and Mr. Jake Ackerman. With the Rangers, Mr. Danny Lowe and Mr. Phil Marquez. And with Sister Bridget, Miss Lola Johnson and Miss Nadine Redbird. Please join me now in prayer. O Lord, we give thanks for sending these fine people here for safety in their time of need, and for this food prepared by loving hands. We give thanks to you for blessing New Bethel by raising it up on this mountain, above the troubles of the world below. For as we know from Psalms, the mountains will bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. As we partake of this food, we pray for health and strength to carry on, and try to live as you would have us. This we ask in the name of God, our Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
And now let us feast and celebrate the arrival of our new friends.
Okay. So you can talk to a fairly good few people.
The sun rising from behind a mountain must have some special meaning to these folks. He's really having a good time. He's popular tonight.
Okay. So we can talk to those two, talk to her, talk to our companions.
Enjoying yourselves, boys?
This place is incredible. Jerome was just telling me.
It's Brother Jerome, if you don't mind.
Oh, right. Brother Jerome was just telling me all about the Rangers and what they do.
And what do you do?
I'd be happy to show you both in the morning. We can go on patrol.
Sounds great.
Sure.
Okay.
Quite the welcome we've been given.
These are good people. Very generous.
We're very happy to have you.
The Hawkins family has offered to let me stay with them. And Sister Sue Ellen is going to show me the communal garden in the morning.
Yes, you should come have a look as well.
Maybe I will.
The problem is, I'm always suspicious of places like this who just happen to be helping hands in time of emergency, like when bad, like, oh, something happens on the road, let us come and bring you up here, have this fantastic welcoming, like, feast and a party and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind, I'm not suspicious of hospitality, but it's the excess of hospitality, plus they've taken all our weapons away. It's a bit worrying.
Hello, Sister Harley. I'm Bridget Doran. I hope you're having a nice time.
I am. Thank you.
So where they got you staying?
Oh, she's with me and my son Patrick. We have an extra cot.
What about you?
I got the cabin up on the hill, nice and private.
The thing that's also worrying is that they're dividing us up, which is concerning. Which means if something happens, we can't defend ourselves as easily.
Hello. I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Oh, of course. Please forgive me. I'm Eliza Taggart.
Taggart? You're related to Joanna?
Yes, she's my mother. I wonder, could you tell me something about your friend with the guitar? I I find him rather intriguing.
Yeah, let's go there.
Oh, Phil's great. Always willing to have fun.
Ah, I thought so. I appreciate your honesty. Now if you'll excuse me.
Okay, that could have... I think we may have put the cat amongst the pigeons.
I truly hope you're enjoying the feast, Miss Leger.
I am. Thank you.
Allow me to present my husband, Captain Perry Cloud Smith.
Good to meet you.
Likewise.
I'm so delighted that God saw fit to bring us together. Already you and your friends have given us so much joy.
A lot of people living up here, yeah.
I was wondering...
You must have many questions, I'm certain. But tonight is for celebration. Questions and their answers can wait until tomorrow. May I have everyone's attention, please? What a feast we have had! What joyous celebration! Alas, the hour grows late, and we must retire. God bless you all. I shall see you all bright and early for our morning sermon.
1 second, folks. Right.
Leger, you in there? Get out here, now.
Okay.
Not very comfortable. I hope we don't stick around here too long. A tin cup.
Leger.
Okay, grab it up. Let's go.
What's going on?
We got a problem. I tried going down to see about fixing the wagon this morning, but the path's guarded.
Guarded? By who?
The boy, Patrick.
He going the path.
What's he have to guard against?
He just kept saying it was dangerous to go down alone. We gotta get down there somehow.
You want me to take care of him or something?
No, I want you to come with me to the wagon. We need to get one of the others to cause a distraction.
Right. But who?
I'll leave that for you to decide. Let's get moving.
Okay. Yeah, detour. Yeah. On the road. Okay. Let's go for all of this. So I want... Mission. Yeah. So far, we're been very warm welcoming, but Miss Johnson has her suspicions, and I can say I've not had similar thoughts. I remember first when the Romana went missing over a decade ago. There aren't many airships then. Hold on. Find time to settlement. Find a resting place of lost merchants, the merchantman Rowana, along with her captain and the surviving passengers. They're one of those evangelical separatist sects, the Brothers and Sisters of Second Dawn, led by Jonathan Taggart. Interesting. They ended up here when their chartered airship crashed en route. I remember the fuss when the Rowana went missing over a decade ago. There wasn't many airships then. The shipping and rail companies made hay out of every wreck and mishap. crowing at humans were never meant to fly, losing one of the pioneers of aeronautics nearly convinced the world they were right. But Captain Bry lives, or one of the survivors found in Dabalos. Now there's a headline. Perhaps Jonah can come up with something better. But I have to make it out of here to write the story first. So far, our welcome has been very warm, but Mrs. Johnson has suspicions, and I cannot say that I don't have similar thoughts. Something about this is unsettling. That geezer by the bridge did warn us that this road was haunted, but they're not ghosts I expect to find. It seems we're not allowed to leave New Bethel. No one is ostensibly for protection. Okay. So something is afoot. And they had an aircraft of some
This must be
type.
Patrick's. It's full of all sorts of wooden toys.
Okay.
Keeps the room warm. Bridget standing with a man. A handsome-looking man. Bridget and Patrick's beds.
So her husband is dead. Or not there anymore. Nadina's gardening.
That thing's huge. Must be made from the ship's beams.
So we can go in there.
An old ship's bell. Probably used for getting everyone's attention.
Okay.
If you're showing Brother Denny the ropes today, I'll take morning patrol.
You be careful out there.
I always am, brother. Good morning, Sister Harley. So nice to see you up. We missed you at this morning's sermon.
I need my sleep. Please look at my sister. When will our wagon be fixed? Yeah, let's be.
Any idea when our wagon will be repaired?
Straight to the point. I'm sure you're eager to get back on the road, but I urge you to take some time and appreciate the little respites God gives us. May I share a story with you?
Go on.
When I was a girl, I lived with my parents in Bright Bay. My life, though happy enough, seemed to me quite dull. I dreamed of something more exciting. Unfortunately, my wish came true. One day, while my parents were away on business, the police raided the home of the woman who was caring for me. She ran, and I was taken into custody. The police failed to locate my parents and sent me to an orphanage. Then I was off to a workhouse. Those long days of toil, the beatings, the meager food, the nightly chorus of children sobbing themselves to sleep. I longed for the quiet, ordinary life I had taken for granted.
I'm so sorry. But you found your parents again?
Eventually, after more than a year in the workhouse. Once I was back home, I did nothing but thank God for the respite He had given me. So you see, it's important to take advantage of the calmer moments, the ones you may consider dull. You never know quite how much you value them until they're gone. If you'll excuse me, I need to start my patrol.
True, but we also have places to be, and it's not dull if we're actually trying to get somewhere. It's like we're not wanting adventure, we just have a life to live.
But please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to some tea. And don't worry about your wagon. Today is the Sabbath, but I'll put my best rangers to the task first thing tomorrow. Speak to you soon, Sister Harley.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
How are you finding New Bethel?
It's impressive how the community has overcome a bad situation and grown from it. They all take care of each other. Everybody's been so kind. I already feel like I belong here.
We haven't even been here a full day yet.
I know. That's the most amazing part.
Sorry about your guns. Must be weird to be without them.
Oh, not so much. This isn't like last time. I know where they are, and Jerome told me I could get them if I really needed to. Not that I will, of course.
See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
Yeah, that sounds like controlling.
It's full of what appears to be tea leaves. I've already got some. Some nettle leaves from the big tent.
Use of the cup from the nice tea. Maybe.
A strainer and teapot. Just need to add some tea leaves and hot water to brew a cup. Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
What are your duties as a ranger?
Well, we hunt and provide for the community. Anything that requires leaving the safety of the settlement. My most important task is to help protect everybody. That means patrolling the woods and making sure nobody goes out alone.
So you're New Bethel's lawman?
Not quite. We don't enforce the rules. That falls to Sister Joanna.
I thought you were supposed to be a spiritual guide.
We're more like New Bethel's guardian shepherds. In our case, that includes guarding against actual wolves.
I want to know about you and your wife.
We're just trying to get by like everybody else here. Sue Ellen's a great healer, keeps everybody fit and healthy. I do my part as a ranger. We came to New Bethel later, but nobody bothers about those distinctions. We're just as much a part of this place as our brothers and sisters from the airship.
If you weren't part of the original voyage, when did you arrive?
Oh, around 10 years ago, we were one of the first new families. 6 other groups came after us. You folks are the first new faces we've seen in nearly 5 years.
Tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Yeah, they survived a terrible disaster and built a thriving community up from the ashes. Doesn't get more admirable than that. Brother Perry is a good friend. Sisters Joanna and Eliza are, more reserved.
I'd like to hear about the Doran family.
Now there's a couple of iron souls. Brother James taught me all I know about being a ranger. He was a good man. After his passing, it seemed only right that I should pass that knowledge on to his son. Sister Bridget don't much show it, but James's death hit her hard. Brother Patrick's a good kid, smart and eager to learn. He'll make a fine ranger.
Appreciate your time.
Be well.
Okay.
Must be their flag. Looks homespun. SS Rowena. I remember hearing about this airship vanishing. That must have been a decade ago. Good morning, Joanna.
Oh, good morning, Sister Harley. I hope you slept well.
Well enough. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Of course. Tell me what's on your mind.
Not to be rude, but why are you calling me Sister Harley?
No, sir.
I thought that was just something between members of your community.
While you're here, you are a member. We're all children of God, after all.
Just how long have you folks been living up here anyway?
This is our 12th year in New Bethel. But the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn came together before that. I founded this community back in Bright Bay.
I'd like to know more about you.
Me? Well, I have been chosen to lead the community, It is a sacred responsibility. I see to it that every single person here is safe and well cared for.
Tell me about your husband.
I love him. What more is there to tell?
What can you tell me about Eliza?
My dear daughter, her life has not been easy. I can only hope that New Bethel has brought her the peace and happiness she deserves.
Why hasn't her life been easy?
Our life in Bright Bay was turbulent. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate further.
Eliza told me a story about her being sent to an orphanage.
Please, let's not speak of that. She clearly trusts you if she shared that with you, but that's deep in the past. It was a dark chapter in our lives.
I'm curious about Bridget and her son.
Ah, yes, Sister Bridget. I pray for her and little brother Patrick every day. Losing Brother James was very hard on them both. But Brother Patrick will be a great ranger one day, and Sister Bridget has blossomed into a pillar of the community.
I want to know about the Hawkins family.
Brother Jerome is one of our best rangers, and Sister Sue Ellen is a gifted healer. I thank God every day for the blessings of their fellowship.
So how did you get from Bright Bay to this mountain?
It was God's will. When Eliza was a small child, he sent her a vision. She saw a distant shore, the sun rising over the hills and shining on the water of a new ocean. It was clearly a sign to journey west, to the coast. I chartered an airship for Las Virgenes, but God had other plans for us. Our ship suffered mechanical problems en route. We were forced to make an emergency landing on this mountaintop. It was by the grace of God that we all reached the ground again safely. The ship had done its duty delivering us here. It would never fly again. So we salvaged it and built our new homes from the wreckage.
Yeah, I mean, like, that sounds strange. I mean, like, normally in any kind of ship disaster, be it at sea or in the air, you always have, like, it's nearly impossible not to have severe injury. So for everyone to make it out alive is suspicious in my mind.
So you just decided to stay here and not finish the journey?
But you see, we did reach the end. Eliza later told me she'd had another vision. This time she saw great cities on the shore belching smoke and noise. The ground cracking open and the hills spitting fire. Her first vision had been a clue to go west, just not to the coast as we had thought. Our promised home was east of the sea, where the sun rose over the mountaintop.
When did Eliza have this second vision?
Midway through the voyage. She was on her way to tell me when the airship malfunctioned. It couldn't be clearer that this was God's plan for us all along.
Any updates on the wagon repairs?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Eliza has been tasked with handling that. But don't worry. However long it takes, you're always welcome here.
It sounds like her daughter basically caused the accident in my mind. Like, her visions were the ones that caused them to initially travel this far west, and then she was just coming to them when there was a malfunction. It sounds whatever happened, she's going on how they just want a nice, quiet, simple existence with her parents. It makes it sound like she wanted to get away from everything, so she's basically caused all this to happen.
Why is Patrick guarding the mountain path?
A ranger, or ranger in training, is always posted there. This is to prevent anyone from going down into the valley alone. It's quite dangerous down there, as you well know.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Yeah, okay. I suspect their daughter as being the one responsible for the accident, or at least conspired with other people.
firewood, and some branches for kindling.
Okay. We can go up there, we can go in here. Okay.
Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all. I was just writing a song for Eliza.
You two hit it off, then?
Indeed. She is a remarkable woman.
What do you think of this place?
I admit I have not had much of a chance to explore. Eliza has kept me occupied.
Right. I should have realized. I'd like to hear more about Eliza.
Please, I do not kiss and tell.
I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to know if she told you anything about this place.
Ah, certainly. We had a very stimulating conversation after the party. This community was founded upon the ideals of independence and freedom. There is much to admire.
How about a preview of your song?
Well, all right. I only have the chorus so far. Eliza, Eliza, brown hair and green eyes, your smile can light up the room. Eliza, Eliza, you make my heart rise. Your radiance chases the gloom. What do you think?
It needs more work, yeah.
Good start, but honestly, I think it could use some work.
I thought as much. Rhyming in English is not my strong suit. Thank you for your advice.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Try not to get into any trouble, eh?
Phil's shirt, jacket, and hat. Seems they came off rather quickly. Eliza's nightstand.
Hey, what are you doing? Have you no respect for privacy?
Okay, sorry. Certainly makes a statement. This was clearly taken at least a decade ago. It's Joanna, Eliza, and some man I don't recognize. These are mostly nursery books, educational primers, moral fables, Bible stories, and the like. Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity for book shopping as an adult.
Interesting. Right. Okay. So, her father isn't the captain.
Hello, Brother Perry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about all that brother-sister stuff with me. Feels strange only having just met. Be nice for someone to call me Captain Perry again.
Am I right to assume you were the captain of this airship?
Very astute, Miss Leger. Of course, it's been ages, but I still like the title. After all, I went down with my ship, didn't I?
Do you miss captaining an airship? Sailing the open skies?
Every day. Please understand I'm quite happy here. But watching the sun rise over the same horizon for 12 years... Let's just say I wouldn't mind getting a glimpse of another part of the world now and then.
Interesting.
How exactly did the airship go down?
Oh, I'd rather not dredge that up. Especially not with someone I barely know.
Can you tell me about the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn?
Fine folks, all of them. You'll get to know everybody yourself in time.
But I want to know your thoughts.
I'm not much for gossip. especially with folks I'm barely acquainted with.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Leger.
Okay, so he's not going to tell us much. I tried engaging Captain Perry in chat, but he was not linguist's frame of mind. I don't want to pester him, but I'm curious if a man who made his bones gallivanting in the skies would take his pick, sticking same place, same people for 12 years. Might have hit a nerve. He did seem awfully wistful when I brought it up. Okay.
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
Thoughts on New Bethel?
Charming place, really. Nice folk.
I'm surprised. Wouldn't have figured you'd go in for all this biblical stuff.
I'm certainly not what you'd call a religious man myself, but I can respect their beliefs.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping the party going. Chatting with Captain Perry, getting to know the place, same as you.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
Okay.
Hello there. How are you? Is everything all right?
Miss Leger, please don't talk to him. He's not in a fit state for it right now.
Okay. So my primary suspect is the daughter's caused a crash. Okay, let's see what we got.
It's full of curios. Lots of crosses and a nativity scene. The big man himself. A constant reminder that God is watching.
Yeah, I suspect the daughter somehow caused a crash, wanting to get away from everything with her parents. Or her parent, her father's not in the scene by the looks of it.
There's a box on the wall with a small hexagonal hole in it. Odd.
Probably a secret passageway or the like.
Miss Johnson?
What is...
This place is really something, huh?
It's something, all right. They're very hospitable, but everybody's too much in everybody else's business. Creeps me out.
Where's Lisa Lou?
Around here somewhere. She was raring to explore the woods around the cabin.
Okay.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
What do you think of New Bethel?
This place, it's so welcoming. Everyone is from someplace different, but they've all come together into a whole. I could see myself being happy here. Perhaps I'll ask Sister Joanna if I might come back after we've completed our journey.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it.
Hello, Sue Ellen.
Hello, Harley.
Are you in charge of the garden? It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's everybody's garden, but I spend more time here than most. I find tending the plants very soothing. Plus, I have my special plot of medicinal herbs.
You've got quite a collection. Some of these I've never even seen.
Be glad to tell you all about them sometime.
Could you tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry?
What can I say? Sister Joanna is our fearless leader. She keeps this place running. Even if she can be severe sometimes. Eliza is a lot like her mama that way. Brother Perry is the friendliest of the bunch. He's always good for a chin wag. Sometimes I wonder how somebody like him ended up with Sister Joanna. Of course, that's really none of my business.
I'd like to know about you and Jerome.
I'm the healer here, and Jerome is a ranger. We do our part to make sure everyone is healthy and safe.
I spoke with Jerome and he told me you two came after the original voyagers.
Yes, that's right. We don't much talk about that. Sister Joanna likes to say that everybody here has always been part of New Bethel, even if they didn't know it yet. Some of our brothers and sisters are still on their way to us, even now. We got here about 2 years after this whole thing started. Other families came after, but we were about the first newcomers.
What exactly were the circumstances that led to your arrival?
Jerome and I were coming down from Shivering Pines, heading for the coast in search of a new life. But our wagon broke down on the road through the mountains.
You didn't take the canyon bridge?
Is there a bridge now? Wasn't one when we came through.
Normally, yes, but it recently collapsed. That's why we went through the pass.
Huh. Well, Brother James came and found us and brought us up the mountain. At first we had every intention of keeping on, but we didn't have any real plans, and folks here were so welcoming. We never really made the decision to stay. We just never left.
What about the other families?
Same story, more or less.
Can you tell me about the Dorans?
Oh, well, they ain't had it easy. A few years back, James got a nasty gash in his leg while he was out hunting. The wound got infected. I did all I could, but he didn't make it. Poor Sister Bridget has been so strong through all of it. Brother Patrick's adjusted about as well as can be expected. I'm just thankful Jerome's been such a good mentor to him.
I'll let you get back to your garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
Okay, so we've talked to nearly everyone in the settlement, and we need to figure out a way of getting around them, but that's for next time, folks. I've been Cornish-Knight, this has been Rosewater, and I shall see you again next time. Goodbye.